on, fam and friends? It's Wednesday, and day 933 in a row, and we're about to get into it. So subscribe, ding that bell, and I'll see you in a second. It's Renaissance Man.
Some night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Hey. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Wednesday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking
And it's Renaissance Man.
another way.
I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 933 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it, just like we do every single day. So don't go anywhere. Subscribe, ding the bell, grab that freaking popcorn. Crave the popcorn, good, get into it. I got to tell you, Benjamin, my brother, I remember he said, he's like, look, I'm going to be out and about. I got to do my thing, but I'll be back. Well, 300 days later, my brother's back. He missed all 6 albums of the year. Well, you know what, Benjamin? I'm going to show you a couple of things right now, my brother, because we are in the process of writing like masterpiece after masterpiece every day. I can only say that because it's accurate, and nobody in the world knows about it. We're still as shadow band as we've ever been, and every night we're writing new gems. There's one I'm working on right now that is so good. I don't even know what the hell to do because the one yesterday was so good, and the one before that was even better. And so we're going to play the one I dropped today. The premiere from today is called Hollow Earth, Down in Hollow Earth. And here's the thing about Down in Hollow Earth. This is a fantastical journey. This is a story that was told in real time. What we do here, my brother, and you may remember this because you were tuning in for a while back in the day. I was doing this back then, but not the frequency that we're doing it now. So at the end of the year, on 1/1, I released my first album in 13 years. And I was so upset that I waited 13 years to put out an album. And when I'm signing up to put this album together, they're like, look, you could do a one-time album for X, or you could sign up and like you could put out whatever, as many songs or albums as you want. You just pay a one-time fee, and it's a lot more money, but it's a one-time fee, and you could put out 5 albums, 3 albums, 2 albums that year. And I said, well, if I could put out as many albums as I want, I'm going to put out an album a month. We're recording every night. We write songs every day, so we'll pick the best of the best each month. So each month there's been an album. I should do what we did yesterday for you because you missed it. There's a 20-second preview of each album from DistroKid, which is the system I use. And you can go to Spotify and listen to all the albums, just pop it on while you drive. You won't find a bad song. They're all really cool tunes. They're all moments that took place here. And that's the only thing I could say is they were not written prior. They just happened. And when something like that takes place, you go with it. You know what I mean? You're just like, okay, this is something that can really change moments for people, change lives. I Believe in You is a song we just dropped. Oh, man. Ah, my brother, check this out. Ready? So this,
Check
Benjamin.
this out. I'm going to show
hold
you
on
how
a
I
minute.
afforded this car.
Hold on a minute.
Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance.
Oh.
That's how.
Okay, so right here, we need our woohoo.
Something to live for.
Let me get that woohoo for Benjamin's back.
Woohoo!
That's on talk. You can't go without a woohoo. So we have our woohoo. Now we have a song called Back in Hollow Earth, or Down in Hollow Earth. I hope you enjoy it.
The Space Jam.
Wow!
All right, come on, really?
Nailed it.
That's the worst Shaggy ever. Ooh, yes! You guys ready for this? Let's go down to Hollow Earth together. Hiding undercover. Undercover night. No one is creeping. No one is watching now. And you stare down into the field. Then you run. Dash through the night. Monica, you made it 500 miles. Somewhere south of Detroit. You're almost halfway there. You're halfway out to anywhere. Somewhere else would be welcome right now. Down in Hollow Earth. Yes, down in Hollow Earth. Turn the windshield wipers on. Rain pouring down on the car. Pelting with a hailstorm. And the earthquake says you look out the window and the lake starts to dissipate. Yeah, there's a crack in the surface of the earth. The water's sinking down into Hollow Earth. Oh, there's a world in there, a world beneath the feet. It's crazy that we've been living here without any inkling of the truth. Down in Hollow Earth, yeah, you're down in Hollow Earth. We take a trip to Antarctica, yeah. You can't take a plane, it's rough terrain. You gotta figure a way out, maybe from the tip of Brazil. And you can make the long trek. Antarctica, we're looking for the way in to Hollow Earth, yeah. I think there's a way, I think it's between two mountains, yeah. Just descend down into a new understanding, yeah. Technology is so much more advanced than we can imagine, yeah. They got their own sun, yeah, it's reverse everything, yeah. You're looking at the core of the earth, it's as bright as the sun. Oh, and around it is just this pure blue sky. It's a crazy, my oh my. Gravity's in reverse, yeah. I can't figure out what's worse, to be inside or out. Oh, the
counting trails falling down. Oh, I don't know if I can go through the night again, up above the earth again. I'm staying down here, oh, I'm gonna make my life clear. Got guitar on a beat seat, I'm gonna make my own beat. I'm gonna sit on that street over there on a hollow beat seat, yeah, making something sweet. Wake up, was it all a dream? I can't remember how I got there in the first place. No, I just have these flashes, these glimpses of these moments that I was living in. Or was I really, was I maybe on some sort of lucid dream? It made me feel like it was reality, but I don't think it was now. Down at Hollow, yeah, it's like down at Hollow.
Wow. Told a story about going to Hollow Earth. Interesting. We are closing in on the 1000th day in a row of the Renaissance Man show. And all these songs keep happening. Seems like anytime I grab... remake a song. It's just sitting over there. She's like, pick me up. I'm like, nah, dude. I can't even get to the amount of content I got ready to go. You want me to go make another one with you? Like, really? That's... No, stop. No. No, we're not playing music. Okay, stop. Just... please play my strings. How many times do I have to tell you that, like, I'll play you when I feel like playing you? You know, I'm not going to just pick you up because you want me to play you. You know, I will play the guitar because I want to play the guitar, not because the guitar's like, hey, can you play me? I really want to jam. I want to be jammed right now. No, I'm sorry. You want to be jammed when I don't want to jam you. Because if I jam you when you're jamming and want to be jammed, we're going to write a new song. And then we're going to be like, what do we do? Because we have all these other songs and they still need to be released. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, really? You want to make another one now? Like, we're here, you know? And you want to now make another... I can't figure out what this guitar is doing. Like, he's just won't stop yippity-yapping in my ear. Please play me. I'm just sitting here and I want to be played right now. You don't hear that? What the freak? I'm the only one hearing this freaking guitar all in my ear right now. Play me right now. You don't freaking hear that? What? I don't know. It is loud. It's getting louder. Deafening, really. No, you are not going to win this time, guitar, okay? You're not going to win. I'm not going to pick you up. And, like, you're all of a sudden going to be like, no, sorry. That's not going to happen here. I'm going to just drive through it, and we're going to do the show. It's comedy time. We're going to just do... Are you kidding me? You won't stop? You're not going to keep doing that one riff in my ear over and over? Play me right now. What the freak? You don't win. You don't win. You're not winning. Okay? I just feel like playing right now. I feel like playing right this second. Okay? You're like, I just felt like playing right now. So that's why I'm grabbing you. It's not like you win. All right? You think I'm the winner because I'm in Gibson. No, listen. You're a good guitar. I like you, like playing you. But I just feel like playing right now. Okay? So I win. Are you kidding me? We gotta write another one, Mark. Seriously, like, you guys know. I know you're on the other end listening to the whole thing. You're like, oh my goodness, yippity-yappity you, Les Paul. Good old Les with his yippity-yaps, right? Look, I can't blame him. He does like to be jammed. You know, he's like, hey, can you please jam me out? I'm like, look, I don't feel like doing it right now, but I do right this second, so I'm doing it now. I win. I hope you hear that. I won, and you didn't. You did win because I tuned you. So now you win because you're going to sound as pretty as possible. But I still win, not you, Les Paul. Okay? Sorry. So this is the insanity of the show. I did a little Tarantino there for you because that song happened after I had my argument with Les. No, not now. No. We're here. The beginning of the show, not the time. I hear it. I hear it again. Play me right now. It's getting louder. It's getting louder again. I'm hearing a harmony to it now. Listen, we'll get to you. We'll get to you. Play me right now. I'm hearing the harmony to it. No. Play me right now. Play me right now. And then there's the E. No, I know you want me to play. Hey, I hear it. I hear you. Like, it's loud as can be. Like, I don't hear anything but it now. The third harmony just came in. Play me right now. Oh, my goodness. That's the fourth right there. No, I just feel like playing. I'm getting the urge. I'm going to put the guitar in my lap now, and I feel like playing you right now. That is what's going on in my head. I'm just like, I want to play the guitar right now. And you think that you can make it like a bigger deal than that? No, I'm sorry. You don't win, Mr. Less. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. But what we can do is rock and roll on the beat seat. And we can try to not write another song in real time, because when we do that, we have to still get to this from last night.
I'm gonna find my way. The light moves through the air. Take down the negativity right now. Oh, it's shopping. Back inside.
So suffice to say, we've got stuff to work with on that. We actually have 3 different songs with Back in Time. We did a comedy where we said Jeff Bezos really is from the future. Yeah. And that's why he took the idea of Amazon from somebody else. He's just like a future Bezos. You missed the whole thing. You're going to hear it tomorrow when I finish the song. cool.
Last forever. All the nights. Take my hand. Let's take a walk around the globe. Let's see it all together. We've got the day. Let it turn to life. Yeah, 'cause I know I want to be with you for every day and sunset. Yeah, and if you stay with me, I'll do what I've got to do to be what you need me to. It should last forever. Take my heart, hold it in yours forevermore. 'Cause I surrender everything I am. I surrender you. I'll stay with you. I'll go wherever you. I hope it lasts forever. And I know I need to be with you every moment I breathe. Yeah, you keep me straight in line. You remind me that I'm gonna be myself, to find myself, to let it out. I hope it lasts forever. My love lasts forever.
That may have been the best version. I don't know. The last one I did was really good. Those are all live improvs as well, just coming up with lyrics for that cool piece of music. Hey, Texas! And Nancy and my brother Bubba in the house. Good to see you guys. go backwards? No. Okay, I do it over. I erased the whole thing by accident. Sorry about that. Let me try that again. What happens when you improvise? Too creative with a freaking bass line. Just roll it in, dude. Oh, I got one. Oh, I got one. Oh. Wicked. We're gonna work something out. We'll find something good for it. really weird. I pushed erase stuff and it just keeps coming back. It's weird. Look at that. I can't get the beat down right now.
got on your mind. It's about time you bury it. And sometimes you don't know the way home. Sometimes you can't find the map. Now everybody got themselves a GPS in 2021. Yeah, some people still got the old Redneck 98. I'm getting myself that map. I'm looking on page 8, 15 quadrant. Couldn't find that street. Growing up in a time when everyone is so down on themselves. Fear-mongering, oh, 24/7, oh, that's why I shut off the negative. If you wanna find a truth light, oh, we got both here. And if you want to shut it off, just stop by and we got you right here. We got plans here to take down the darkness.
Oh, we don't guarantee every day we're going to get a Hollow Earth or, you know, by believing you or anything is possible. But we try. I don't know. I'm not sure, you know, again, what was in there and what was not. So, you know what? That's the thing is, everything is experimental in this show. Let me hear what that was anyway. Yeah, I don't even really dig it because there's a stutter at the end of the beat seed. But again, we will try anything here and see what happens. Okay. I got you. I got you, Red. Got you, Red. Hey, Chris, how are you, buddy? Sage, I'm glad you liked it. You know, again, I'm not sure what we're going to do until we're in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Did I get rid of it? I did get rid of it already. Good, so I can do something else. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm going to leave that out. I need a break. I'm going to chill it out here for a second. I'm going to play you a tune, maybe not. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Let me see where we're at. I'll play you something from the show, the last couple of days. Let's see what we got here. Well, I have You Never Know is a really cool song, but you know, I can use a little Future Mark right now. I need me a little Future Mark. I'm just saying. Could use a couple of clips in a row of Future Mark, just saying. There's a clip for you. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Yesterday we had such an awesome episode of Future Mark because we took a new perspective, a new angle. The angle was that Future Mark is going to alert you of past events. That's right. Oh, didn't know? Hold on. There's one I'm going to alert you of right now. I just took a black hole in. Just had a couple minutes. I knew the Renaissance Man was here. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to take over. Going to come here and share a future past fact. 1963. Just so you know. You got to be ready so you know. A president gets assassinated. It's the worst. Everybody goes crazy. People crying in schools and streets. It's terrible. It happens in the streets, in his car, and it didn't happen the way they said. I can't tell you what happened. They're going to all disclosed in the 2034 dossier. I told you about the dossier. You got to wait for it. They talk about how it happened. But it's 4 people, just letting you know. Now, 4 people involved. And anyway, that's very sad, you know, it's a tragedy. But, you know, look, you're going to have to go back in time in order to check it out. And then you'll say, yeah, Future Mark was right. Because I know that's not something you guys are, like, you know, in tune to. No, that's like a really rare future past fact. Future marked. I love zinging you guys. Oh, I hit you with a fact, and you're like, oh, he's the real Future Mark. I'm here from the future, just laying it out for you. You know, sometimes I have a hard time because I continue to prove myself to you guys. And then it's like, oh, well, tell us something else. We still don't believe. Okay, I got one for you. 1942. The crazy one. There's a baseball player named Joe DiMaggio. He has a 57-game hitting streak. Future marked. You didn't know. And now you know there's going to be a 57-game hitting streak. Oh, everybody's like, you know what? Hank Aaron's home run record will never be beaten. I got news for you. Future Mark cast. Barry Bonds. Yeah, his head's almost as big as Ben Affleck's by the time he does it. But he does it. He's hitting them out of the friggin' atmosphere. I think a couple of them went into the stratosphere. It's like, oh no, he did it naturally. Yeah. Okay. Did you see the size of his head? Literally, there was a few pictures where he took it next to Affleck, and it was like almost when you see the sun next to Pluto, you know, and you're like, wow, it's starting to, like, you could see how like 50,000, you know, Barry Bonds, you know, steroid inflamed heads could make up one Affleck. And that's what happened. And you got it, but still, like, you know, when I had his rookie card, 87 Fleer, you know, I'm like, oh, cool, I got a Barry Bonds 87 Fleer Pirates card, right? And he didn't look like that. His head was half the size. And, you know, all of a sudden he had a watermelon head when he was hitting home runs out of, you know, the state. He's like, oh, you know, I hit one out of the region. You're like, what do you mean the region? You mean like this part of the park? No, he's like, no, literally out of the region, out of, you'd say, the district in where you're from. I call it the town. As some people say, actually, out of the zip code. Yeah, that's what he's doing, Barry Bonds. But you guys had no idea. You're still thinking, Hank Aaron, Hank Aaron. There's a whole period of time where it's all about, it's a different type of thing where they, you know, now they're doing it, those people, but the one back then, they were doing it to moose their heads up and be able to hit home runs. A couple of them did it. But, yeah, you guys thought that it was straight up going to be Hank Aaron forever. Because, no, at first you're probably like, I think Babe Ruth. And then you were around, I think, when it was taken over by Hank Aaron. But now you're like, Hank Aaron forever. Guys, time machine it. Go back. Oh, Future Mark was right. Keep doing it. I keep just delivering truth, facts, events. One more. This one, you guys are going to be like, Future Mark, thank you so much. They had an issue, you know, getting ships, you know, from like the Atlantic to the Pacific, Pacific to the Atlantic. It's a crazy thing. They created this thing called the Panama Canal. I know I'm blowing your minds right now. This thing, the Panama Canal, it allows them to cut shipping times down by like days. Yeah, seriously. You're like, no way, Future Mark. Are you kidding me? You're going to be able to cut down days? Yeah, right. Okay, Magellan. No, Future Mark. And it's, by the way, it's Mark Jellin. Yeah, seriously? You're going to call me? It's Mark Jellin. I was Mark Jellin. You guys are like, oh, Future Mark. But don't you understand? I am a time traveler. I've been around history. You guys look in the book and you're like, Magellan. That's because you didn't understand the dialect when they were saying it. They were saying Mark Jellin. You guys missed it. I mean, history missed it, really, is what happened. Oh, Magellan. No, Mark Jellin. I got kind of annoyed by that. You know, I showed up, so I was like, well, hold on a minute. Who's this Magellan guy? You mean Mark Jellin? I conquered land. I went around the freaking globe. Mark Jellin. Now we have to find a freaking water scene, and I'm going to be Mark Jellin, by the way. We are traveling the globe as Mark Jellin. It's 1652. 1426, whatever the freak it was. Somebody tell me when Mark Jellin was traveling the globe in his ship. Because that's Mark Jellin. Yeah, no, look. I had the Queen, Princess Elizabeth. She's like, look, Mark Jellin, we need you to go there and find the Indies. I'm like, screw the Indies. I'm doing a world tour with the mic in my hand and my gun is in with the mic in my hand. You know, it was LL Cool J. We were doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it wild. You remember that one, right? Bikini was small, heels were tall. She said she liked the ocean. So we went to the beach. She grabbed me a peach and broke out the suntan lotion. I said, we're going back to Cali, to Cali, to Cali. I can't believe I just remembered that. Future Mark. Future Mark has an app here. He's able to just very quickly dial in and gather information from the past, also from the future. I can't tell you everything. You guys want to know everything. If I tell it all to you, time paradox. I told you, I can't time paradox myself. If I time paradox myself, you're not going to have any more Future Mark episodes. Don't you like showing up and hearing about the future and the past? I mean, I don't know. Mark Jellin. Anyway, I mean, that's what I'm here to do. It's just, but how do they take away my, that's my, I should have gotten credit. We just didn't have like proper books back then. And people didn't write. A lot of people didn't write. Mark Jellin did. I mean, I came from 2769. They're like, oh, Mark Jellin, we need to go. I set up a freaking rocket ship underneath my Mark Jellin 101. I had a Mark Jellin 101 ship. It was like my own special model. And I hooked up a couple of rocket boosters in there. They had no idea. Princess Elizabeth was like, you need to go and find the Indies. I'm like, all right, check it. I'm out of here. World tour with the mic in my hand. You didn't understand that's where I was going? Mark Jellin. That's what I'm meant to do. Continue to explore in the timeline and show up throughout as different people. You were really good at it. Was it Magellan? Magellan? Who the how did that even happen? How did they mess the R and the K there and put a G in? Doesn't even make sense to me. I got to start going through history and remember some of the other ones, Yeah, remember Marco Polo? Yeah. Seriously? Like, hello. It was Mark Opolo. That was me. Opolo was my last name. They gave it and made it Polo, and they were like, Marco Polo. But no, it was Mark Opolo. It was like the name. Because back then, you needed to have a name that would transcend, the language barrier between where I'm from and the East Indies. And when I went there and they're like, what's your name? I was like, Mark. They're like, eh? I was like, Opolo. They're like, oh, Opolo, which if you knew anything, Opolo translated to I'm your friend. So he was Mark, I'm your friend when I went there, and I tried to, because I had to bridge gaps. I had to be the one. I was there in the Silk Road. I'm there getting silk and stuff like that. When I brought it back, they were like, Mark. I know. Look, somebody had to do it. And look, you know, it's what happens. Sometimes you're there and things like that happen. You didn't realize I was Marcus Aurelius as well. It was Mark, and then they were like, it's Aurelius. I was like, yeah, I'll go with it. But look, somebody had to, bridge the gap in the Roman times as well. Throughout the history, I've been there. Yeah, I just kind of show up, and they're like, oh, it's Mark Jellin. Oh, it's whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we should go through the timeline. I'll just make sure I point them all out to you. Or maybe you guys can help me with that as well. Oh, that's right, Mark. You came back as, you were here when, I'll tell you what. That's why I love improvisation, because we wind up getting into something and finding something. Like Mark Jellin, that is a new comedy show, by the way. Yeah, Traveling the Friggin' Globe with Mark Jellin. It's 1542, and Mark Jellin is traveling the globe. Yeah, under Princess Elizabeth's orders. I'm on a ship, and I'm giving people orders. Like, look, Mark Jellin has something to say. Need you to sit down over there. Now get up. Sit back down. There you go. You just were Mark Jellin. Look, I'm sorry you got Mark Jellin. You didn't want to be Mark Jellin, but you got friggin' Mark Jellin. Mark Opolo is my other identity. Don't forget that. And then, of course, Mark Jellin. I will be navigating the globe as Mark Jellin in 2021. Look, we're doing a world tour. You can't do a world tour Mark Jellin style? Look, I got on the ship. I threw anchor. We just dragged we trudged the ocean. The ocean blue. We trudged the ocean blue on the way to America. Yeah. And then I was like, you know what? I'm skipperooed through in it. I'm going to do. I went around. I did this Canada tour, and I was just throwing roses off the friggin' ship as people were waving. Hey, it's Mark Jellin. I was the one who created this. Everybody's like, where did that wave come from that all of the princesses do and all of the kings and the... Mark Jellin. They got Mark Jellin. Mark Jellin used to be on the sideline going like this, oh, hello, everybody. And then I had all my servants throwing the roses and the flowers at people. If we didn't like anybody, we threw rice balls at them. Some people were rude. They were like, oh, Mark Jellin, why didn't you give me a job on your ship? And I had a pretty good knuckleball. I would throw a knuckleball at them with rice. When you hit them in the head with rice, it breaks into pieces. And it was the perfect weapon, actually, at the time. Now we do other things, hacky sacks, snowballs, whatever, you know. But look, Mark Jellin on the friggin' boat. I'm there doing my thing. You want to be like a ship, you know, a shipmate? Mark Jellin ship. I'm there trying to navigate the globe. Can I go there and clean the deck? Yeah, go swab the deck, bud. What are you doing? You came on the ship? Mark Jellin, can I be a part of the exploration? Are you kidding me? Yeah, we need somebody to clean the toilet out. Go and clean the toilet. What are we doing? Mark Jellin style. I'm just telling you, when you get to the future and you realize... because it happens in the year 2162. They realized that history was a fake, and that it wasn't Magellan, and that it was Mark Jellin. Because again, time travel becomes real and a thing, and people are like, I want to time travel. Like, no, you can't time travel. Just a select group of people. Mark Jellin. I mean, future Mark. Whatever you want to call me, because I'm again, I come back many times. Mark Aurelius. I was Mark Aurelius. And when people were like, oh, yeah, Caesar. I'm like, no, Marcus Aurelius. That was me. All over time, really. I was like the time bandit. Every time there was a good thing that happened or somebody like tried to bring us towards the positivity, bring us together, you got Mark Jellin. Future marked. Yeah. Look, when you got a freaking boat and you're navigating the globe, world tour style, you know, it's just something you got to be proud of and excited about, really. Like, yeah, I'm going on that world tour. I can't wait to throw roses and a couple of rice balls at those jerky people at pier. I'm like, when I pull up to the pier, when I'm like, oh, maybe we have to stop to get some goods, you know, like this guy over here has scurvy. He's scurvying it. Excuse me, don't come near Mark Jellin with your darn scurvy. All right, I'm not interested in scurvy. All right. I'm going to eat some freaking oranges. I'll see you later. You're not doing well. No oranges for you, shipmate. You're sitting there, you're swabbing the deck. No oranges. Scurvied up. I'm sorry. Mark Jellin needs the oranges and the lemons to keep away from the scurvy. But you shouldn't have asked for that job on the boat. Hey, Mark Jellin, could I have a boat? I want to be on the ride with you. I want to explore. You're exploring scurvy right now. I'm just letting you know. The thing you are exploring is the sickness called scurvy. Oh, you wanted to see some treasures? How's that one for a treasure? I don't think you're enjoying it, but look, that's on you. Hey, Mark Jellin, you came to me. You don't remember that one? I'm there on the ship, ready to go, throwing rice. I threw a rice ball at your father. He was a jerk. And then you're like, I got to get away from him. Can I come on the ship and do my part in order to be a part of the exploration? Yeah, swabbing it. Now you're over there scurvied up. How's it doing? You starting to turn green, yellow, and orange yet? Like, I don't even know what happens with scurvy, but I do know you got it. Yeah. Look, Godfrey, you shouldn't have made such a big deal out of it. You shouldn't have nimma it. If you didn't nimma, you would not be sitting there with scurvy number 2. I think there may be a 2. I'm not sure. It may be Scurvy 1, maybe Scurvy 2. But you got number 2. You got the number 2 version. It's like worse somehow. It's the variant. You got the 2 variant. He's sitting there, Scurvy number 2 variant 69471. I want a job on the ship. I'll swab the deck. Yeah. Don't come near me. Nobody wants to swab you with that silly, weird thing you got going on, Scurvy. Yeah, I'm going to go. I've got a dozen oranges. A dozen. I think I only need 1 in order to stay away from Scurvy. I got a friggin' dozen. Yeah, enjoy that swabbing in the Scurvy. I'm going to go cut up some citrus and make some fruit water as well. I may throw a couple extras off the deck just for the fish. Because you know we need to fish and get fish for me. I got to eat, Mark Jellin. You guys, you know, you get the scraps. You get the bones that have a little bit of fish left over. Oh, Mark Jellin didn't eat it all. He left a little tiny piece for us. I did. I left you a little bit so you can get nourished. You're there swabbing the deck. I can't have you passing out and dying on the deck. Then we have to swab you off the deck and push you off into the freaking ocean. You wanted the job. Mark Jellin, can I come on the ship? You came on the ship, scurvied out, died on the deck. We had to swab you off the deck. It was just another day with Mark Jellin. That's the name of this the tour around the world. Just another day with Mark Jellin. We're just on the seas. Just another day with Mark Jellin. That's right. Today we have a new shipmate decided to come on and ask Mark Jellin for a job. What would you like to do, kid? Anything. I just got to get away from my dad. Okay, sure. You can swab the deck. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'll do anything. Okay, you may have to die because scurvy's a thing and you got to get away from your daddy. So come on the ship. A couple weeks later, I'm sorry. You should have thought a little bit more before taking the job of death captain. You became death captain. You're not there anymore. That's on you, little guy. No, we're not talking about you. We're talking about another guy. No. Seriously, I wasn't talking about you. You're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Everybody gets better from scurvy. No. I don't really have more citrus than I need. I need all 12. I saw my doctor. Doctor said, Mark Jellin, you need to eat a 12-pack. Yeah, of oranges in order to stay scurvyless. I said, well, what about if I give 1 to the guy on the ship who just got on board and now is suffering from scurvy? Would that be okay? And the doctor said, nope, let him die. I'm sorry, buddy. Not you, though. It's another guy. But that's what happens. You get scurvied out. Mark Jellin. I got to stay. I got to be able to, wormhole it. You want me to be like, oh, look, I'm up here by Greenland. I'm going to Canada. But you know what? Let's just stop here. I got to get to Canada. I got to get to the vortex. I got to find my way back through time because I can't stand being Mark Jellin anymore. I dropped off the ship. I got another guy to come on, and he played Mark Jellin for the rest of the trip. You didn't know that, Dread Pirate Roberts? You didn't know I was Dread Pirate Roberts? I was Dread Pires Roberts. Dread Pires Roberts was all over the ocean. The ocean blue. And each time there was a new Dread Pires Roberts, that people would be like, oh, they would, like the real Dread Pires Roberts would be like, oh, I'm the shipmate. And then he would pretend that that's the real Dread Pires Roberts. And then that person would become me. I'd be like, look, I'm taking a break. I don't want to be Dread Pires Roberts anymore. Look, when you're in Princess Bride and you all of a sudden have a Dread Pires Roberts situation going on, you got to deal with it. Because Andre the Giant comes out of nowhere. And Dread Pires Roberts, like nobody expected. You got Mark Jellin, Dread Pires Roberts. Everybody's like, no, Dread Pirate Roberts. No. Again. Taking away the credit for the future, Mark. Dread Pires Roberts. I hope that I cleared up some stuff for you now. I hope you understand exactly what's going on, because I don't know what's going on at all. Holy cow, guys. Dread Pires Roberts? Oh my goodness. Okay, fam, we did it again. 12:22 in the AM, 222. Those are good numbers. And it was 1:33 at the right when I looked down. Well, I like 13 is my favorite number. Just saying. Anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Remember, tomorrow we do it all over again for day 934 in a row. So make sure you subscribe and ding the bell if you haven't, and maybe you have to resubscribe. It depends on how YouTube feels like treating you today, or how they feel like treating us here on the show. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Remember, if you haven't been checking out the daily content, then you've missed a lot. So go back and check things out when you can't find me. My brother Ben. Listen, pal, go to the music playlist. Go to Spotify as well. Follow me on Spotify, guys. It's free. And there are 78 songs from 2021 alone. This song as well. You got to go away. You got to go away. It's our outro tune now. But this is on track on album 3, I think. Lots of fire there, brother. I hope to see you tomorrow, everybody. Remember, go into tomorrow with a smile, and you'll be on your way towards something positive. And I will see you tomorrow when we do it all over again. Juniper, I do want to say goodnight to each and every one of you. So if you're here, say goodnight or forever hold your peace. Benjamin, my brother. Chris Donaldson, my brother. Juniper Berries, always love seeing you here, even if it's popping at the end for a little hello. I was always glad to hear you're kicking in the back, watching and listening. And Red Storm, thank you so much for kicking it here. The shortest run at mod ever is Red. Totally awesome. Amber! Oh my goodness, Amber. What did we do tonight, guys? I don't know what we did. Gotta go back and watch. It was some fun stuff. We always have fun here. And tomorrow. That's right. Sid, my brother. We do it all over. And hopefully we create another piece of music. We did something tonight. I just don't know if it was good. Until tomorrow. It's Mark Pires. You got to go away. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, you got to go away. You got to go away.